I'm Can, and welcome back to the Revelations DLC for Age of Wonders Planetfall. We've had a bit of an interesting end to the last episode. We ended up bringing Hatyl down this way with his little force to take on the Deadly Sins quest. Turns out those Reaper units, I did a little bit of checking out with them, are incredibly dangerous to things like the Forgotten and those that require Essence. Because they're the Aztec hunters. So it's immune to the energy drain, which was why nothing really happened with those, and they get improved accuracy against anything with an essence charge. So that's a bit of a bugger. They do have a notable arc weakness, however, so this army should do pretty well. However, they are still underpowered compared to this army, so what I'm going to need to do, I'm going to need to build up Hatyl's forces so that I can get them over to support him. And I've got a guild assassin on the way. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go here and attack this unit, just to keep leveling up. Get familiar with the new enemies and stuff. We do have to deal with Voidstorm, which is annoying, but we can deal with that once we get the hazard removal tech. So for now, we'll leave those. We've got 9 turns, so we should have plenty of time still to get there. But these things are very, very nasty. They like to spit at us and do all sorts of nonsense, so we're going to have to just really brace ourselves for this and do a really, really lucky series of Overwatch rounds. Else we might be in a bit of trouble. So if I bring everyone here and Overwatch, we'll get our slingers up around this way just so they're ready to counter. I've got our overseers here just so they're ready to give these guys a bit of a nudge. Alright, here we go.
Enemy annihilated.
Brilliant, there's one down.
Operations ready.
That actually went pretty well, to be honest. So I'm going to want to focus down this big guy. Mostly because it looks absolutely horrendous and it's glowing. It's radiating ickiness, and it does also have the acid composite upgrade, and that's just going to be nasty for everyone. I mean, I don't have any armor on my units, but they're going to shoot through a lot of it with that extra damage. So now we'll turn on the penguins. There we go. There's only one left alive, so what can I do? If I bring my runners this way, maybe we can catch them? No. It's unfortunate. So what we'll do, we'll arc discharge, finish them off, and we've only got this one unit of like piglets, rabid piglets to deal with. There's a nice quick fight. Oh, I don't appreciate that, however. Right, you can run this way. We'll get you moving here. Come along. Heal you up, because that's pretty grim, and we'll try and take it out. I think we've got them. There we go. See, you saw the damage they did already just with that one attack. And the
Our
crit.
forces are victorious.
They aren't to be underestimated by the looks of it. So far, we haven't met anything that we can do the rot on. The Ego Pursuer. And I think I'll just grab the research for now. That's going to be pretty important to us. And I'm just going to hang around this region to kind of heal. Actually, we're not going to heal up, are we, because of the Voidstorm. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to jump onto this tile. Continue healing, get this on the way, and I might boost you up. Yeah, just so we can start getting us some indentured going. Now, there was a lot of our energy, but the sooner we get this ready to take out this army, the better it will be. So let's have a look. How much are you going to cost? 70. I'm not going to keep pushing it, but we are going to keep grabbing runners, and they are going to be the basic ones, which is fine for now. We can recover because of the lack of Cosmite. And I'm going to need to clear this area, so we don't have the influence right now to push them off to start getting that up to 10. So for now, we'll just keep them busy. In fact, nope, hang on, we'll move you off one, and then you can start to heal. Hatyl will be fine, he still needs to heal up anyway. And then once we've taken out this army, I'm going to send Hatyl back down. Maybe with Marlock to take out this Deadly Sins force, because they're actually pretty mean. So we have the Mirage ready, which is nice. We can start working on that soon. How are you looking? 140? Just trying to think of how much strength we'll have. It's kind of overwhelming. And I'm thinking, if I push him, 4's not too bad. So we'll push up now. Hopefully overwhelm this particular force with the arc damage. The Reaper did disappear. Ah, no, it's because it's got the Hunter, or the stealth ability. So it's a bit of a bugger. We'll upgrade those, get that ready. Military engineering actually will push you up.
Not every enticement lodged in your eyes is what you think. Always trusting your eyes over our traditional wisdom. Fine. Go chase the horizon. Your fondest dreams will evaporate. Nefriti Isaka, Syndicate Oracle.
Alright, so we've got our Mirage unit. It's a tier 2 specialist with Side Blasters, hallucinations, I think to kind of mess with their perceptions and accuracy. Right, so how about we look at something else? Dominion of Purification. That could be quite handy. The dispel all negative status effects. Depending on what we're going to be dealing with, especially with these kind of new factions, that might be really helpful. The fire damage for psychic weaponry. But that's going to be handy. The Mantra of Clarity as well for anything that does psi or can take it to help improve the accuracy. So that'll be fine. Production development's done. Let's start cracking on with the colony infrastructure so I can get the other, well, this colony, Cosmite. Tech, right, you're healed up so you can go to position. Yep, the Reaper will appear. So you can stay put. And I really don't want to lose anyone in here because they are pretty much all prime, save the Overseer, who won't be long behind. He looks pretty cool, but we can't afford you yet. So next turn we'll reach it, which is nice. And we can crack on with whatever else is going on in the world. So it's a slight rocky start because of the heavy loss we took down there, but I think we can pick up quite easily. Your essence intoxicates us. You do what you wish and share none of it. Give us the Cosmite instead. I'm going to because I really want to see what this this tree of theirs gives us. Let's have a look at them quickly. So, are we at friendship? We're at peace still. Okay, so 10 more, and we can go into here. So we've got the epic entropic transpositioner. So non-melee entropy attacks now bypass shields. 20% extra damage, that's going to be really good. The Serpion, which is like the massive like serpent, I guess. So Stinger Shot, Rot Emanation, so I guess that might do what the ability does, perhaps. Essence Fangs for melee. Corrupted Incarnation. Unit is no longer affected by morale changes. This unit gains entropic necrophagy on its attacks that don't spend essence. When this unit kills another, it consumes the corpse and gains 1 essence charge and heals. Okay. Forgotten Depths. Guide your researchers in how to better excavate and study the Aztec tombs and other ancient sites. So each knowledge sector now provides an extra 10. Got the Shattered Ark. Eater of the Dead. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. Ownership of this area. The Entropic Chaos Inducer. This unit's entropy attacks gain 8 strength chance to apply 2 random debuffs to non-mindless. 30% extra damage. Okay. So they look like they're going to be really fun to fight. I'm going to have to say no to that for now, because I'm currently focused on this. So let's have a look at what we can
Operations primed and ready.
Nothing in particular right now. We're all fine here. We've got a decent bit of energy, so I think we can go in and fight. It's a low risk, because those things are really mean. But hopefully the arc weakness of theirs will be their own doing, since we have no more forgotten units. So we seem to have had a few resist the dimensional instability, which is nice. Yeah, look at these things go. So I'm really going to have to pick my fights with when we see these Reaper forces. And anything that is from the Forgotten, or that does use essence like that. I think it's the Eltic. Those units are going to have to be kind of left out of the fight because of the extra damage, or at least deal with them in overwhelming numbers to where it doesn't really matter, or to where I can afford to lose something like that. So, what have I got? That's fine. In fact, if I can... No, you'll find that. Okay. So we're going to want to get our Guild Assassins up here. You can load up some of those. Perfect. And we'll start pushing on from this side with a small force. Hopefully Hatyl doesn't die, although I think it's going to be that if we do win the fight, then our heroes come back, as we saw with Boris, so we are resisting. Alright, luckily they missed, okay. They are going after our runners, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, so we did a decent bit of damage that round. You're in a bit of trouble. And I think we can do much except Goju? No, we can't, okay. Never mind, let's just run back. We'll take out these bots. And I guess we'll come around and deal with the Liquidator soon after. Oh, damn, that was a debuff. Can we get you this turn? Yeah, we can. So we got him down. We can now turn on this Liquidator. I think Hatyl's got it. No. So let's move in our sniper to hopefully kill it off. Only just survived. Right, let's move up then. Take you out.
Enemy
so we've cleared up this
annihilated.
pretty well already, and then we'll turn on the Reaper here. And that's non-minus infantry, so that's nothing we need. Diversion, we'll try and hinder you, it did resist. Not to worry. We should be okay here. He says. Oh, hello. That was pretty mean. Let's run away. Alright, so what I can now do, I can bring our forces up this way. So we can start turning on him. And we'll start flanking. Pretty decent damage already. I need to get my guy over here to heal them up. And I'm also going to slap the reactive phase. So as soon as they take damage, they'll get out of there. I can bring around a couple of our indentured over, just to try help taking them out. And then if I run from you, you're going to incur Overwatch. So what if I mobilize? Right, you are immobilized, which was really nice. We can now deal with you. I think you're still immobilized, aren't you? 2 turns, yes. So he might be able to do chemical blade throw, at least. So we've got to watch out for that. However, our forces should be able to manage him easily enough. There we go, that should be enough. And then I can bring our hero around and help gang up on this Reaper, because this is the biggest threat right now. You saw what he did there, almost one-shot a group of indentured. And I'm hoping we might be able to catch him out here. No, okay. You're just going to have to possibly bite the bullet, I'm afraid. Yep.
Unit has fallen.
It's unfortunate, but I kind of did expect that to happen. Ooh, where did, what happened there? There we go. Right. Okay, he's now returned, so we can... I guess we have to slip around here. Get here. Load up. And I suppose we'll run around this way. I want to... never mind, we won't be able to arc blast him. But do a little bit of damage and hopefully finish him off right now. There we go.
Enemy annihilated.
Finally, so they look pretty cool and they are very mean by the looks of it. So we'll pretty much gang up on this guy now, take him out.
Enemy killed.
And they're definitely a force to be very, very careful of.
Our forces are victorious.
Alright.
Objective completed.
So they're pretty happy with us. I'm going to sell these just for the sake of more energy, really. There's nothing we really need with the Inferno Launcher. I'm going to bring both forces down towards this area because I don't really want to lose that. I'm going to cancel you because so far we seem okay. Now then, I think I'm going to grab an Enforcer instead. So we'll push that through. That'll probably take a little while. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to upgrade this sniper. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, we can just, so that's fine. Level you up. There we go. So snipers aren't too bad. I think that'll be fine for now. Yeah. You can annex your first sector. Okay, well, what we can do is we can build a runner or something next turn, or in a couple turns. Use them to just kind of run around and pick things up for us. So I am really liking how this plays out. Like these whole new units, you've got your new factions. I think it's the Hatyl and the Forgotten, and they kind of have their own separate things. I think this is kind of the darker, more corrupt, lost version of them, and their twisted kit, really. And then we've got the, I suppose, more pure, safer, kind of high-end people. And that was a drone. Or an owl, rather. So I think we've got some Vanguard over this way, so that'll be good. Now, here we go. This is General Jack Gelder of the Egalitarian League of Planets. Listen up, members of House Nidar, because I'm only going to say this once. Drop your weapons, and there won't be need for a shootout. We've tracked you all to Obulus 5. There is nowhere left to run. House Nidar. It seems you followed the wrong track, General. As some future advice, you can best recognize a syndicate by his robes. House Nidar usually wear red satin with an embroidered sentinel as their insignia. My lot, on the other hand, well, as you can see, we like to be colourful. Your talk about fashion doesn't interest me, kid. As far as I'm concerned, a syndicate dressed in any colour is not to be trusted. But aren't you the leader of that Minerva II slave rebellion? In that case, I say well met. It was about damn time you drudges started to fight back. An easy thing to say when you have no collar choking on your neck, isn't it? Either way, I'll return the good regards, General. I did not realise the tale of our little mutiny had travelled this far. It surely has. In times where the Elop Confederation is negotiating with the syndicate houses, urging them to abolish their feudal practices, there is great interest in any favourable voices for our cause from within the syndicate. Once my mission to deal with House Nidar is over, I could take you to Mora Secundus. First Minister Tholian likes to have a word with you. A flattering offer, but I'm afraid your first minister will have to wait. I can't leave my squadron without leadership while we are still declared the enemy of half the Syndicate houses. As a Vanguard officer, I'm sure you'll understand. Very well, my Lieutenant. We'll check on your status later on, but remember, we won't be far off. So if you get into trouble out there, just give us a shout. Okay, so we have met some Vanguard, and they actually seem to be decent with us, which is nice. I know the as we went through the story, the Syndicate are very, very backstabbing, politically cunning, and not to be trusted, really.
Clear your mind and listen. Truth speaks with the quietest voice. Hatyl Kieko, Dream Reader.
Ah, it seems our friend Hatyl was quoted right there. Cool. So what should we get? I kind of want to look at some Vortex stuff, because that was pretty cool, the Vortex Charge, the AoE. So I'll grab for that, so we've got some more damaging abilities, just in case we aren't able to cut it with what we do have. You should be okay. Yeah, I reckon like next time we might have to push it through. Get our runner up, and I think I'm going to go and grab... In fact, I wonder if I've got enough to actually push them off. We do. Fantastic. So we're now going to get 10 Cosmite a turn. Got an extra 8. And I am going to go and push for the Burnout Glade for the energy it has right here, the Milestone Charge Station. So it's going to give us plus 5 extra energy. We're at 111 already, which is perfect. So we'll push you through. We'll get you moving along. Stick Hatyl on there. And get Marlock up. And I think I am going to give these guys the Mantra of Clarity and the exploitative target systems just to really push them up, make them really strong. Our runner, give you the phase walk modulator, actually, that could be quite cool. And I'll only do this one because the others are mostly going to be map bound. You guys can get the static build up module. You're not going to have enough. Okay, so we'll save that for now. We're not burning through everything. Seska, I remember Seska. For now we'll say no, because we don't really want to burn out on what we've got. So we'll buff up the infrastructure for this turn. Here we can get the towers and build up those. So things are going pretty well. I do want to have a look at the
Operations primed and
the
ready.
economist. There we go. Getting active now. We can work on. I think in a couple. Yeah. Once we get this one, I'm going to work on operation effectiveness. Get the economist because an extra 15 energy is pretty good. That might be funding 3 units more or so. So that's always pretty good. We'll buff that up for an extra 5. So. Yeah, that's going to be really nice for us. So there's the Hand of Remences, which we're going to have Hatyl drain. Hopefully we can still get it. And then... well, which one is it, I wonder? That we'll need to pick up, because Hatyl left his crap everywhere. These guys, what can we do? I actually want to explore down this way, because I'm seeing some ground here, and I'm wondering who this might be. So I think we'll... I don't know if we can pick up that stuff yet. So what we'll do, we'll go straight for this first. We have now met Jack, which is nice. Colony infrastructure, perfect. Go for the operation effectiveness, and we'll... there you are. Right, that's why. So if I grab this... yes, that's right, I want to grab that. And stick that back on Hatyl. There we go. And what else can I give you, actually? You will do side damage, so... yeah, let's give you Mantra of Clarity too. So I remember Hatyl from the first campaign, actually. I believe it's Kieko I did. And we kind of weren't his friends. We did go along the route of war, and he wasn't too happy with us, but we managed to win without destroying him, which was always nice. And now he's come back to us in the Revelations, so that's a nice little bit of nostalgia. So let's just absolutely swarm this last bugger, because he was a pain. The Reaper wasn't there, and I don't think we killed it, so... oh no, we did. Pretty sure we did, yeah. As like a final spiteful little act to take them down. So yeah, they should be... pretty easily mopped up. We'll rush out ahead. No one should die. So hopefully the Overwatch will just kind of overwhelm and absolutely destroy it. But we'll see. Get our runners up over here. And we'll push our forces all the way up. These guys are pretty cool. I didn't really... I don't think I've showed it off or really looked at it in other games, but the Cytec shield, it pops an AoE around itself. And makes it pretty hard to deal with. So we'll keep pushing up. We'll get our guild snipers up along here, load up the rounds. Yeah, massive defense bypass, so they're going to be particularly annoying to deal with. And I believe we can end the turn. Yep. So what are you going to do? Oh, perfect. Right. So you've got next to
Operations
nothing.
ready.
What's this one? Bone Crusher. I like the sound of that. So we've whacked in one. So now everyone should be pretty... Yeah, their accuracy is insane, so we should actually do this now, yeah.
Enemy eliminated.
Perfect. So it was a bit of overkill
Our
on him,
forces are victorious.
but I did want to make sure the mission was done. So that's done. Here we go. Hatyl, are you alright? What in the 8 gilded dynasties were those things? Liquidators from the Second Era. These robots are merciless killing machines. We presumed them lost in the dust of time, but alas, it looks like the scourge of the S-Tech is still lingering on this world. Then let us make sure to be better prepared the next time we face them. Still, the question remains how they found us so quickly. Could it have been something to do with the essence technology you've been using? Unfortunately, we were never able to fully understand the nature of the RPR robots. But it is true that the harvest of essence can reap unexpected consequences. You may have already noticed the blight spread over Obulus 5, turning much of its surface into batches of badlands and cold barrens. I suspect this is a symptom of the planet slowly being drained of its essence. When I communed with the S-Tech artifact, I could trace the essence through the unfolding land until I found a point of culmination where all the ley lines converged. A crypt-like structure hidden somewhere below Obulus 5's surface. Sadly, my inner eye could not unravel its location, leaving us with another mystery. Speaking of mysteries, our database lists a number of religious sects centering on their faith of Obulus 5 during the Star Union days. It wouldn't be a surprise if some of these holy relics turned out to be their S-Tech artifacts. Checking their cult sites could be a worthwhile endeavour. Okay, so there's an S-Tech crypt hidden on Obulus 5. This is precisely what Hatyl Esran has been looking for. You will need to learn of its exact location. So you can unlock more routes to completing this quest by exploring Obulus 5 and interacting with present factions. Very nice. Okay, so to uncover the location of the Heritor crypt, you should pay the various cult sites on Obulus 5 a visit and search their archives. So we've got one there. Visit the Celestian sect, okay. Smiling Dove. The Abyssal Edgelords. Consumes unit, okay. Interesting name. And the Divine Investments Faith.
Objective completed.
I'm definitely going to take that, because I'm going to want someone down the line that's going to be capable of melee combat. And that looks like it's going to be quite fun to use. So next turn I'll send Hatyl here. Yeah, you know, we can research that, that's fine.
Operations primed and ready.
Let's have a look. So, I know we're giving up the research for... the operations, but if I can get myself all chummy with the Forgotten... Okay, we're now friendship. Oh, fantastic. So, we've now got access to the Serpion and the Shattered Arcs, and these kind of techs. I might want to work towards that. The Forgotten Depths for the bonus research, especially since we're going to be learning all sorts of things. So you can head down this way, and there is another archaeological dig, which will be very interesting to see what they give us. Now, I think I can see Jack Gelder's borders here, so we're going to keep heading down. We'll definitely grab that for 24 energy, thank you. Now, what is this? Our scanners have detected a faint signal of unknown origin, emanating from under a mountain of ash and debris. We should clear the debris and find the signal source. Well, we now have Marlock's next destination. We're going exploring over here. And Hatyl can come over this way. Next turn he'll be there, that's fine. And how about we maybe get another city going over this way. Maybe settle on here so we've got a nice little try. Maybe here instead so we can grab both of these, we'll see. So we don't have the Cosmite yet, so I actually want to get a Mirage going to add to Hatyl right now. So that's fine, we'll end a quick turn. So far we've managed to wipe out the Reapers. We've learnt that they're pretty dangerous actually towards our new faction forces. We'll have to be careful of that. What on earth are you carrying? The S-Tech Fangs. Oh, that's very cool. Since Stagger, bypass all, has a chance to apply energy drain for 3 turns. On success, the caster gains essence charge. Okay. That could be quite cool. Rot Emanation. Requires and uses 1 essence charge. Rotting Essence. Alright. I think for now, because I've only really gone up to support 2 armies, we'll work on that. So we do need a Forgotten unit, right? Of course. We should have the stuff for it. Jack actually died. Okay, so something kicked his ass. All right, so next time we'll get the Golem. Okay, and then we can send that all the way down to Hatyl. Brilliant. Oh, hello, Nyla Abaz. Would you look at that? If it isn't the rebellious indentured from Minerva 2. House Pharaon truly has become a pitiful disgrace to all Syndicate. First the attempt to loot the Orreat treasury, and now this. My grandfather was a great man. As Warden of the Oriate Treasury, he enjoyed the trust of the ruling Seven and had no reason to risk the position of our house. It should have been obvious that he was framed for someone else's crime. You haven't seen the riches of the Oriate Treasury, have you? Your grandfather wasn't the first one to yield its temptation, though he may have come closest to getting away with it. Luckily, we can soon conclude that the last chapter of your house's sorry tale. The bounty on your head will be a convenient way to cover our expenses on Obulus 5. Aha, so we have met another enemy of the Syndicate, well, an enemy of our Syndicate force, which is Nyla Abaz. Is this hers? We could be at war soon. Okay, which means we're also going to get to enjoy... search the chapel. Actually, yeah, we'll do this quickly. It looks like the back door would be an easy way in, but as you enter the first chamber, a trap is set off, consuming one of your men in a purple flash of light. Oh, good lord, hello. Empress Locks. Visitors, come and embrace the darkness. Beyond the veil, your suffering will be well rewarded. An assembly worshipping the powers of evil? Why am I not surprised? False. I was a priest of the Abyssal Edgelords long before the masters of metal and flesh descended from the skies. While others fled the reassembly, I was the first to happily line up for my body upgrade. Finally, I have the right appearance to ride my Soul Reaper bike in style. Is it my imagination, or is this thing you're driving powered by Essence technology? I don't suppose there is a nice way to convince you to leave the engine of your bike to us, Empress Lux? My bike's engine is the most metal thing the Abyssal Edgelords ever dug up. It is fueled by the screaming souls of the living. You can have it. Run over your dead bodies. Haha! Oh my god. Alright, that's amazing. So we have to defeat Empress Locks to recover what he calls the Soul Reaper engine. We're going to get a nice chunk of Cosmite and the Aztec Fangs as well.
Objective completed.
Alright then. That's peculiar. I'm going to run over and do this archaeological dig though. While Hatyl's here. He's going to have to get the Golem. I'm at 50. Oh, I'm one off. Right, okay. So now we'll end the turn. Right, so I think this soul rot we had, the proliferation or something, will be pretty well. We're gonna get to use it against the Syndicate as well, so that's gonna be very handy. And right now we're gonna grab the Golem. Now we can grab the Golem. Or can I get the Serpion? I think I'm gonna grab the Serpion instead, because that's gonna be a new unit we haven't seen yet. Let's have a look at you. So you see like the Aztec Fangs coming from its face, so I guess maybe it was like a head, it's like the top part of its head that someone's weaponized, which would be quite cool. So next turn we can get there, that's fine. You're done here. Rastidor. Let's grab a colonizer, shall we? And we can work on you and you. Perfect. And we'll end the turn. So I don't want to, I'm going to wrap this up once we get hold of the essence here, and we'll start the archaeological dig as well. So do I actually have to defeat him? He's 689, 961. Ooh, let's have a look at him. He's very fitting for the Abyssal Edgelords, I have to say. You know what? Alright, let's go fight him. We'll deal with that afterwards. Let's go. This will be quite fun. We do have the aerial denial buff in effect because of the sector, which luckily we don't have anything flying, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's speed this up there. And because of these are all vehicles, I think our arc weaponry is actually going to be really handy against this. So let's get here and Overwatch. We'll set you up behind them. We'll get our slingers over here, I think. That could be cutting them off completely and be a really bad idea, but we'll see. And I'm going to bring you over this way. There we go. So let's see how this goes. They're going a bit mental. It's interesting that he's riding with the... Actually, do you know what? It's not crazy at all. It makes perfect sense the Abyssal Edgelords are riding with Psychos.
Operations
with a very
ready.
Mad Max style appearance.
Enemy
Or persona, I
destroyed.
guess. So that's pretty cool. It looks like they had some pretty good fun coming up with this cult. And I guess we're just gonna start... Oh, we can't actually hit you. Okay, we'll run up here. And I actually want to Arc Blast you. Which did nothing. Okay, well, let's focus fire on this bike.
Enemy eliminated.
I might have condemned these guys to a little bit of buggery. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes for them. But if we can do what damage we can... you grab that. And then we'll take shots at you. Yeah, nothing much. I'm going to try and hit you with rock proliferation, actually. There we go. I should have really done it for the other one as well. I was keep forgetting it's a thing because I've not been able to use it or anyone just yet.
Unit has fallen.
Damn it, they did kill him, so...
Good riddance.
Well, I guess, you know what, we've replaced these indentured with the Desolate. So that's actually a pretty decent sacrifice to me. That's worth it. Trade one unit for another, and we had to put some cool tech with it. Or some cool new faction tech. Right, well, we damaged the engine that we wanted. That's good job. And can we get you? I think it's only fitting that we kind of, actually, can I use rock proliferation on you? I can't. That'd be a shame. Right, well, let's go a bit overkill and just drop a vortex charge on him.
Enemy hero
Just to make sure he's
killed.
dead.
The Syndicate rules supreme.
Perfect. Alright, we do have the Desolate. It's a shame they were prime though. It's always a shame to lose a prime unit like that, but well worth it for a new Desolate unit. Ah, you should have told me you're serious. Here, take the damn engine. I'll make my spacer buds dig me up a new one. Good. Now that is dealt with, what's your opinion on our newest acquisition, Hatyl? It is looking good. Even though diverted from its intended use, this artifact is clearly S-Tech work. I can connect to the essence that passed through it over the centuries, but the trail is too faint to follow. We will need to collect more S-Tech items.
Objective completed.
So we've got the S-Tech fangs and a chunk of Cosmo, which is brilliant. I love that. That was such a fantastic little army to deal with, that character. Alright, so we've got a ton of endangered here. Okay, well, let's go here. Here we go. So our scanners have detected a faint signal of unknown origin emanating from under a mountain of ash and debris. We should clear the debris and find the signal source. Well, yeah, let's clear it. So we're starting to clear that up. We do need to be careful here because we might get attacked, and that could be a very awkward end to it. We should make it here. Brilliant. So just a second, we'll look at that last.
Haven't I met you somewhere before? This is no pickup line. My instruments indicate you're a temporal anomaly. Or am I reality's echo? Rutger Norris II, Echo Walker.
Brilliant. So we've got some time warp stuff. Vortex charge to be used in the void augmentation. That's all good stuff. And I think I'm going to push for the Echo Walker program just so we can get that going along. That's fine. And then we'll devour the essence. But soon it wasn't enough to take their essence. The entire body had to be devoured, consumed for every droplet of life force that could prolong our existence. This is when we became cursed, condemned to feed on corpses for eternity. We are the living dead, and we always hunger for more. Stop. Enough, Essence Fiend. There is no absolution for the atrocities you committed. Even if I had the means and the knowledge, no essence should be wasted on the unholy. You entombed us, abandoned us, left us forgotten. We were doomed even before the curse condemned our existence, and now that Creator sent you, you deny us our salvation. The wretched creature has a point. If the S-Tech truly played their part in the creation of the Forgotten, you cannot simply leave them to their fate. Isn't mercy one of the first virtues you tried to teach me? You are right, my friend. In my horror I chose wrath over consolation, but the corruption of the Forgotten runs deep. I would need the knowledge of the high S-Tech lords before I could even start working on a cure. At the moment, there is nothing I can do for them.
Objective completed.
Interesting. So we did also get a golem as well, so I'm going to send him over to Hatyl. And right now we've got the anomalous site being investigated. We're continuing this long hunt for the Heritor Crypt while we search these shrines. So right now we've got the Celestian Sect here that I'm going to probably send Hatyl down once he's gotten some units up. I'm thinking, you know what, I think I might actually get rid of the Indentured to swap out for the Golem, or have him just come along anyway. And we've got another one. Oh, they're both down here. So we've got one over here and one down here. So once we fix this up, I'll probably see about expanding into another army once I reach this way. Though we are going to be quite close to Tessa, and that will be very, very new. So I'm thinking maybe we'll start pushing along this way. Well, no, I can't show weakness in front of the enemy. That would be ridiculous. So they're doing that. We've actually got an upgrade for him. So what's backstab? Able to exploit any and all opportunities, this hero has flanker. Deal 25% more damage when flanking enemies. Okay. And these are all infantry, aren't they? Skirmishers, specialist, or they do count as infantry? Light unit. That's infantry, infantry, infantry. Okay, so it might not count for the Desolate. However, they are all infantry otherwise, so I'm actually going to grab the infantry commander upgrade. And for you, I'm going to give you static build up and a gravity grenade, because why not? There you go, have some fun. What gun have you got? Let's have a look at the chemical side first as well, actually. Oh, it looks pretty cool. It looks like it's taken from one of the liquidators. Yeah, you can see it's like where its arm joint was there. That's quite cool. So we'll give you back the repeater. That's fine. You're good there.
Production
That's on
ready.
its way. Gotten that here. So that's been a pretty decent session, I think. We've managed to get through the Reaper units here, cleared that up, gotten all the essences, and we found that well, they were condemned, they're forgotten. They were lost and forgotten about, basically, as the name suggests. And we've also killed the Abyssal Edgelord, or defeated the Abyssal Edgelords here, gotten the fancy bike he had, and we're also doing a new dig. So we'll see how that goes in the next episode. We'll see if the Syndicate decide to come after us. We are still neutral right now, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. With Jack, let's offer a non-aggression pact quickly. Lovely stuff, and I think maybe if we open borders to each other. It's early days. It's early days. I'm not going to compliment him though. So we'll see how that goes. But until then, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.